What's up everyone, and welcome to the first Midwest Whitetail weekly video. This year we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. Obviously the daily channel has been around for a long time, but this year we're going to be doing weekly videos for each individual person that'll come out every day of the week, except for Monday when our weekly main show comes out. Obviously, like I said, the daily channel has been around for a long time. It's been a huge part of Midwest Whitetail, and all the things you love about it are still going to be within these weekly videos. The education, the time of year information, all the hunts, it's all going to be in there. We're hoping to add more of a personalized feel to each of those, as well as more of the behind the scenes stuff that you guys don't normally see. But one of the most unique things, I think, is that as we go through this change, we can get feedback from you guys on what you want to see and how you want these videos shaped, and really tailor them to what you guys are looking for in these weekly videos. This specific video is what we're going to call our office video. So it's going to feature myself, Gavin, as well as our interns. It's going to cover a lot of the stuff. We got a new office this year. We're working through that. We're hoping to make it an awesome place. It's really raw right now, really just hasn't been touched. I started working there a couple weeks ago, but with that, you're gonna have 4 people hunting. So Evan and Dave are both gonna have tags in Iowa this year, as well as myself and Gavin. I'll get out around filming Mike just like I have in the past. Gavin will be pursuing the public land or possibly some of his permission farms. And on that note, I kind of have a big update. Got some new permission farms this year. Pretty excited about that. We've been out there, we have cameras out. Nothing big showed up yet, but at the end of this video, kind of a slight update on that permission farm that I'm excited about. Got me pumped up at the time. But before we dive into that, if you guys don't know me, back in 2020, I started as a Midwest Whitetail Pro staff member on the regional team. I was on the East Show. My buddy Kyle Lawrence and I got accepted pretty late into the year, and about a week into our Midwest Whitetail career, I killed my first buck on camera. I killed a lot of does on camera, but that was my first buck on camera, and that was pretty exciting, awesome story. That's the deer, actually over the shoulder right here. His name's Teddy. And that rolled into a lot of relationships that were built, and I started talking to guys about the internship. My wife and I decided it was something that we could do, and came out here and did an internship. Gavin and I were interns together. We built a great relationship, with Mike. Honestly, if you I can't say enough about who Mike is. He's my guy. So I shot the big 8 that fall. That was my first Iowa deer, my dream deer. And that rolled us into 2022, where I started working for Mike on his farms and still working on the production side of things, as well as getting to tag my biggest whitetail, my first one with a bow in Iowa. My wife shot her first Iowa deer. It was an all around great year. And that held through 2023. I worked for Mike and also took a bigger role with the production side of things. I started dabbling in the off-season show. I produced the turkey show through the spring. And through that year, I kind of developed this love for the higher level production side and wanting to learn more and constantly invest myself that. And that led me to pursue a full-time role. Now, I still help Mike out. I still do as much as I can for him. I love the guy. I love being on his farms. I love getting to learn from him from the land management side of things, because at the end of the day, I love whitetail hunting. I love land management. I love learning more. It's one of my passions. But the production side of things, I've always loved to run a camera, and the media production side really just, it was something that spoke to me and I had to pursue it. So I did this past year, dabbled in a lot of things. Mainly the off-season show was my main production, and just taking that over by myself with a lot of help from Josh and Gavin. So a lot of growing pains through there, but I still love it. With all that being said, it's late August right now. Getting closer to deer season. It's getting to that point in the year where it's itching at you. You want to get back in the stands, you want to get after it, but still got 30 some odd days left before October 1st. But I'm excited to get on these permission farms. I've been out there a ton, getting a lot of work done the past couple weeks. We're going to take you guys through some of that now. Like I said earlier, drop us a comment. Let us know what you think of these videos. Let us know what you might want to see, what you don't like, what you do like, what you want added, all that. So we appreciate your support, and we'll catch up with you guys soon. Mark. Only got 14 on that one, but oh well. Add the third to that, have a little pressure shot. We put this one in the hole. I'll be done shooting today. That was rough.
Yeah, you pulled that one?
Oh, I pulled it hard. So Owen talks about that pressure shooting, you know, it does make a difference. Set something in your mind, try and shoot towards it. I might do one more series because I don't want to hurt myself. I'll show you what I mean here. A little irritated. I had 2 of them in there at 40. And then that last one with the pressure shot, I mean, I threw it 2 inches low and I don't know, 4 or 5 inches to the right. So complete error on me, all upper body, had nothing to do with the leg, but that's why you shoot, that's why you practice. I think we got her. That's not good enough. We're gonna shoot another one. Decent group, it's better. But this arrow I kind of threw out of there, so that was the last arrow. She hasn't shot in a while, but not too bad. Just gotta focus on honing in, that's all.
I'm not hitting my arm.
You see, I put one over here, Abby, in case you were wondering what you're supposed to aim at. That's where that one arrow is. I did one
before. That was my first shot. Was right in the middle.
Well, good morning from Evan and I. We're heading over to one of the farms that I'm doing some work on exchange for hunting permission. The landowners behind me, we got the cutty back system set up as far as the cell and everything in my house this morning. Kind of went over some Onyx stuff. And now we're gonna go deploy this cutty link system on his farm, and excited to kind of see the farm a little bit. We're not gonna do too much walking today, I don't think, just set the main cameras just to start getting some inventory on the food plots and whatnot. So as my leg gets better, I'll dive in and kind of get some cameras back in the timber and whatnot. But we'll see what we can get to today. And Evan's excited to see yet another farm in Iowa. We got all the cutty back stuff and we're off. So we hit the farm in like 5 minutes and we'll get rolling. All right. Had to get off the phone with Josh there. We just got out here setting the home camera up right now. Basically, this is a central spot in the farm and we're gonna branch out with the cutty backs from there. So there's a lot of topography that drops off toward the river on the north side of this farm. That's going to be kind of the one difficulty I think we're going to face trying to get the cameras to link, but I think it should do it. And if not, we'll just daisy chain. That's one of the beautiful things about the cutty back system, the ability to daisy chain through other cameras. So we'll set this one up first, and as we go around, we'll check link levels and go from there. A lot of competition for it, but it'll be enough. Don't matter. I wish I would have made it a little bit bigger now that I'm looking at it. This is an interesting plot and it's coming up pretty good. I was kind of unsure how it would. We didn't fertilize or anything. I figured I would top fertilize maybe after we got done, but it looks like it's coming up good. We got a spot in here in front of the hard side redneck, and then there's a soft side redneck on the other side that sets up for a different wind. And both spots are good. They need a little bit of fertilizer, and I think we're gonna have to do some overseeding. So in the next week or two we'll come in and put some winter wheat and rye and oats down and see how it turns out. But they look good, and I'm excited to see how the other 2 plots look. It's kind of you have a motor down there at all? Oh yeah. It's like hot.
I don't know what you guys were looking at the time.
Let's get one out there just kind of on the point of that ridge somewhere. I mean, it absolutely dumps down right here.
Yeah.
they've got this trail that runs right on the edge of the ridge. There's a main trail just a little farther up, but right on that trail you can see our Evan, one of the first rubs of the year. He's getting some shots of it now. So at least one hard-horned deer running around here. And kind of broke my rule. We done walked like 300 or 400 yards back this point today. So, but cool to see. And the chips. I'm like tickled to death finding this back here though. I love this stuff, man. This is like back when I started out hunting public kind of stuff you just go search for, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we are back at the same farm we were at yesterday putting cameras out. Long story short, I forgot to get some pre-orbital scent. So I'm coming back. I'm going to touch these scrapes up, get them all active. Basically going to make a quick trip today. And I've got a fantasy football draft this afternoon with my brother and everybody back home. So trying to get out of here pretty quick. But if Evan and I have time, we're going to go turn the cell mode on the camera on the other farm. So that's the one I'll be hunting primarily this year, I think. Break a couple branches and we'll be good to go. Oh yeah, baby. That ain't good. So we've got our scrape post set, and so John's a right-handed shooter, and he likes to sit in the back corner of this side of the blind. So I'm setting it up so he can shoot out the bow window of the redneck. And ideally, when the deer comes in to work a scrape, it either gives him a broadside or slightly quartering away shot. That's why I dropped these limbs down on this side. So I'm gonna set them up, get the camera moved over here. We just kind of set it on the plot yesterday because we weren't sure exactly what we were going to do, but I had that scrape post in the garage. I need to get a couple more for some of the other plots, but that's the reasoning of setting it up this way. It's probably about 20 yards, maybe a little bit less. It's pretty close. And one thing I've kind of learned from Mike is when you get like a big swooping limb like this, it has a lot to it. You get a little bit better activity on scrape posts. So we'll clear out this dirt right here with the weed whipper. First day of the new weed whipper. I don't know where mine's at, so. And then we will get out of here. I need to bring a digging bar back and tamp that down, but that's the idea behind these, and that's kind of the whole concept of this video we're doing. Is just kind of like preseason prep work, shooting the bow, getting the cameras out, setting up mock scrapes. It's the end of August, so obviously I think I'm a little bit behind on it compared to most people, but we're doing what we can given our limited walking power right now. And thankfully John has a four-wheeler here, so I don't have to worry about too much. I tell you what, that sucker takes the roots and all. That's what we like. Set her and forget her. Let the big bucks roll. So this is an improvement I'm going to make on Caleb's vine scrapes, because sometimes they fall. Caleb's don't normally fall, but mine do. So I'm going to drill a hole in them and then run the zip tie through them. I haven't talked to him in a while. I should probably reach out. Kind of like a little depression in the ridge right here. It just kind of naturally funnels them through here. tough. Let's wrap over here until I can get 2 scrape posts. But let's see what time it is. 12:49. Yeah, we got plenty of time. We're gonna go get this cell cam activated on the 90-acre piece. And by activated, I mean put batteries in it, because when I was out there, the batteries died before it was on the solar panel. Mess. Golly. This has grown substantially since I was here last. We are hooked up and ready to rock. Got new batteries in her. Alright, so we got the home camera up and running. Had a problem with the SD card that was in it, so switched one from another camera. It's just on the other side of the pinch in the corn right there, or pinch in the field. It just happens to be corn this year. So we are walking our way back to the truck right now. Kind of tweaked my leg again, so reckon next couple days just gonna take it easy. Josh told me to take it easy, so but I really want to get this cell running, at least get the pictures start rolling in from the past month. So get an idea what's out here. About 60 yards into our walk, I don't think Evan got the camera on him. He kind of jet out of the corner pretty quick, but there was definitely one that got up that had my interest. So looked like a good deer, pretty tight but tall tined, and that has me pumped. So hopefully we got a picture of them and they'll start rolling in here. And we're gonna limp our way back to the truck. We'll catch up with you guys later.